Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's ex-Uncle Kano. I just wanted to let you guys know, get out in the sun this summer, but when you come back inside, you need to stop overreaching in the lanes. If you're overreaching in the lanes, it's probably getting you backdoored a lot. Your teammates are having a hard time playing with you. Come find me in the city the next time you load up and come get a dub.
Hey girl, hey, what's up 2K community? It's your girl Boom Boom, and I hope each and every one of you have a great summer. Make sure you go outside, get some sun.
New Orleans, the big. Welcome everyone to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie looking at the starting five for Boston. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Jaylen Brown. And it's the Beast in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Pelicans. All right, Doris, how about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
Stripped it away. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Three-pointer. Hits a three-pointer.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Dunn. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pritchard, the pass to the Beast. Porzingis in the post. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
Well, the rise and fire in the in-between game. Kristaps Porzingis, very solid.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Willie Green. We talked about some of the challenges that they'll face tonight, not the least of which is defending Jason Tatum. He said the guy plays with so much confidence. He's a great scorer from all three levels. He can go for 40, 50, 60 in a night. We just have to try and make someone else beat us.
And Allie, thank you for that. 5 to shoot. Here's Pritchard. And the Celtics another 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. And you know, you look at someone like Peyton Pritchard, Doris, heady guy who doesn't make many mistakes.
BA, maybe his best attribute in my mind is the competitive spirit and the motor he plays with. He's a fearless shot taker, either inside or from three-point range. He makes excellent choices with his passes. But again, I go back to that competitive toughness. An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Pass to Boston. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Celtics.
Boston ball.
Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Kawhi Leonard.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
And it's Tatum missing. And it's Williamson with the ball for New Orleans. They trail by 3. Here's Boston. And counted from 12 feet.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Boston pulls it in. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Back to Williamson. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. These are his first free throws of the game.
67.
The first free throw is good.
Second team foul. At the line for New Orleans, BJ.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league. And it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Pelicans trail by 4. Now Dunn. 11 points for him last game against Minnesota. Here's Boston. And the 17-footer goes down. Boston's got 5.
He kicks it out, takes advantage of the open space. That'll leave a defense scrambling.
Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Here's the Beast. Now here's Tatum. Turned in an outstanding game against Milwaukee. There's the 3. His first miss of the game. 3 of 4 from the field now. Here's Boston. Shoots over Brown. The shot by Boston, no good.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Down low from 7 feet. No good there. The Pelicans trail. Dunn with it. Now guarded by Brown. The shot by Dunn, no good.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
To the left wing. Here's the Beast. And a miss there on the triple. And here's New Orleans now. A minute 42 left in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Williamson. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
Excellent work inside from Williamson. This is why he's so aggressive down there.
And Boston calls time here. Last time they met in Boston.
And that was a game we assumed they would win. Now, they certainly had a chance to win it, but let it get away from them there at the end.
Here's the Beast. He had 19 points in the win against the Bucks in Milwaukee. And out of bounds, New Orleans will have it.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Porzingis has checked in for Wembanyama. And the Pelicans shooting at 45% of the game so far.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
First team foul.
Dunn outside. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
And for Boston, the core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's the Beast in a shooting guard. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Bucks was a man on a mission. He finished with 19 points and hit a high percentage from the floor and from the line. And when you talk about that game, he was just everywhere. Huge for his team. Back to you.
Okay, thanks for that. You know, the impact he had on that game was big.
And it's not easy to point to just one area he made a difference, but his effect was felt all over the place. He was on fire.
Pretty much in attack mode the whole evening. We'll see if he plays with that same level of aggression here tonight.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half.
Your Pelicans.
Celtics out in front,
49.
leading by...
The Celtics, 53.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Pelicans trail by 4. Williamson outside to the middle. Here's Boston. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist. Boston's got 14.
Unselfish play there by Zion, moving the ball to another shooter.
And for the Celtics, the two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's the Beast in at the 2.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Boston for the tie. The second chance points on the tip in. And that ties it up.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. Brown scanning the floor. Pass to the Beast. Clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. Counted from distance. He's got 10.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
Williamson outside.
What great defensive effort there from Porzingis to get an arm out to contest that shot.
That's tipped and out of bounds. New Orleans will have it. And a look at the stats for him. Here's Dunn. 14 points for him.
With 4 personals now, they'll have to be extremely careful the rest.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to the Beast. 3-pointer. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
For 3.
Tatum's got 5 assists in the game.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. Throws it up high. Pritchard gets it to go. And now a 3-point Celtic lead. And the Pelicans with possession here. Leonard outside. Puts it up from 12. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency. The Celtics have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Tatum from long range. And again, Boston with the triple.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
The Pelicans have gone 8 of 13 in the second half. Tipped away. 19-footer. Again, Boston.
67.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And also, guys, the tenacity they've shown on the defensive end has been something else. Look at how many blocks they've tallied thus far.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for the New Orleans Pelicans. On Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And that game against the Grizzlies, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
All right, Doris, you look at the criteria for traveling in the NBA. You think it's called often enough?
You know, B.A., I'm not sure the answer to that. It's amazing to me the speed with which these officials have to make the calls. Sometimes you go back and watch it, what looks like a travel is not, or what's not called a travel is. This is actually a harder issue than people think.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the 3-point shot.
Leonard inside. Oh, Leonard! A special delivery!
Kawhi Leonard decides to flash that explosive athleticism. This guy works so hard on both his body and his craft.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Jones misses. Celtics lead by 5. Outside Tatum. easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Williams on the wing. Here's Misi. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. And he's going for the lob. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Pelicans.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Dunn, he's checked in for the Pelicans. The Celtics also with a sub. Williams is checked in. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Boston Celtics. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. Pass to the Beast. The 3. No luck on that one. And so it's the Boston Celtics closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Say 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possession. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. Boston leading by 7. Pritchard, the pass to Brown. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And he's made a case for first-team all-defense. Doris, Jaylen Brown, a complete game.
Brian, what you love to see from a great player that's just entering their prime is the pride they take in being well-rounded. Do you want to absorb a big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that.
And for Boston, Jaylen Brown is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's the Beast in at the 2. And for the Pelicans, pass to Brown. Over Jones. Yes, sir! Brown sticks a tough one.
Well, at 6'7", this is a forward Jaylen Brown who handles it well, cuts his way right through the defense.
Here's Dunn, and is blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Out left to the wing. To the paint. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Pritchard, the pass to the Beast. Shoots from the block. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Dunn. Boston pulls it in. Brown's got 6 rebounds in the game. 2 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Can't hit that one. Pelicans trail by 10. Poke loose. In transition, here they come. Oh, how about KP on the break?
Boy, tremendous job by Porzingis to get into transition.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 4 since the 4th quarter began. The shot by Dunn, no good. Boston leading by 12. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second personal foul.
Herb Jones picks one up. Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, BA, at 7'2". It isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
Zion not fazed by the contact.
Coach gets mad when Williamson gets hit and there's no whistle, and it happens a lot.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Pass to the Beast. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the fourth. It's Brown on the wing. Here's Pritchard. Here's the 3. Knocks it down from distance. And the Celtics lead by 15.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
New Orleans calls timeout. And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
And New Orleans making a change here. Boston's checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Tatum's checked in, and let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, well, Willie Green had some advice for the team over that last break, and it was a frustrated huddle. Coaches and players were angry about the turnovers, players trying to hold each other accountable. They're fed up with sloppy play. Let's see how they respond. Guys,
Allie, thank you. And he makes a first.
In the second half, their free throw percentage has improved, hitting in the low 80s now. At just about 85% from the line tonight. They've looked more and more comfortable as the game's gone on.
Dunn outside. Back to Williamson. Ooh, Zion with the flush.
Yeah, no doubt Williamson's one of the most powerful dunkers the NBA has ever seen.
Tatum against Williamson. The 11-footer. Tatum can't hit.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Here's Boston. Rebound by the Beast. Boston leading by 14. To the right side. Pritchard, the pass to the Beast. Uses the glass to finish the layup. The Beast has got 6 here in the quarter.
You look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Here's Dunn. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Here's the Beast. Lays it up and banks it in. The Beast has got 26.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Shooting for Boston, number 60.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, BA. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson. And it's Williamson with the ball for the Pelicans. Here's Boston. And there's 1:38 left in the fourth. Pass to Williamson. Hits the jump hook. So it's Boston now.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Celtics.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And their efforts tonight pushed them to 41 wins on the year so far.
And they fought hard for this win, guys. No one wants to get swept in a season series, even a short one.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for the Beast.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Just 4 to shoot. Puts up a 3. The shot won't fall. When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A., playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
From deep, he buries it from 3.
Wow, we don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Brown with it. Here's the Beast. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. The Beast has got 33 points.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes them that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Brown passes to the Beast. Now here's Tatum. It's stolen. Done outside. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for
Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA, right here on 2K. Now Sacramento starting 5. The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Zach LaVine is out there with Carter. And it's Ellis in at the small forward. And for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. And there's Porzingis. And it's the Beast. And it's Pritchard in at the point. Well, Richard, we've had the Big Three era, then the Super Team era. But what era do you think we're in right now?
Well, you still need at least one superstar to win it all. The teams are focusing more on surrounding their stars with high-quality role players instead of going all in on super teams.
Now, here's Tatum. To the middle, here's the Beast. The layup missed. And here's Levine, who brings it up for Sacramento. Carter on the wing. And the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many scouts felt he'd never be a number 1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. We discussed the prospect of facing off against Zach LaVine. Coach said Zach is an uber athlete, can jump out of the gym, but he also has such a nice three-point shot that makes LaVine a headache. We'll switch up who's guarding him as the game progresses. Of course, LaVine can beat you so many different ways. That'll be fun to watch tonight, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Here's LaVine. The kick out to Sabonis. Back to LaVine. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
How about the confidence that LaVine has? Feels like he can take these shots whenever he wants.
Brown against Ellis. Pass to the Beast. Here's Tatum. They get it again. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
The height of Porzingis gives him an edge on that offensive glass, and he uses it.
And that's a foul called on the Beast. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. LaVine wide open. Off target from three-point range. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the Pelicans in New Orleans. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Porzingis has got 5 points so far. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Porzingis against Sabonis. The pass to Murray. Porzingis with the block.
Those long arms of Porzingis are a serious factor on defense.
Tatum gets the bucket.
Guys, it's ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now here's LaVine. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Here's Sabonis. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
Just doing his job. Sabonis is there to snag the offensive rebound and put it right back.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
Did a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And so LaVine will bring it up now for Sacramento. They trail by 7. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
Now here's Brown. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 2.5 points a game.
Such a great athlete, an elite athlete. JB is at his best, in my opinion, when he is attacking the rim.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. RJ, we've seen multiple all-star games for Jaylen Brown. Can he become a superstar?
Well, to me, if you've got a Finals MVP in your back pocket on your resume, you are now a superstar. And Jaylen Brown is that.
Sacramento making some changes. Carter comes in for Keegan Murray. And Bones Highland subbed in for Zach LaVine. Here is Carter. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
He's more than chipped in on the glass as well. Just a tremendous effort last time out.
Austin with the ball. Sacramento making their last shot. Brown the pass to the Beast. Porzingis trying to get free. Shot's good by the Beast.
Heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Ball stolen. To the paint. Well placed. alley-oop pass into the layup.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And again, the turnover by the Kings.
Yeah, this is like another case of Murphy's Law.
Celtics leading by 11. The post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. Holiday out there with the Beast, and it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Boston 5. The Beast, and good that time. And that's now 7 points for the Beast.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. Nice finish.
Assist goes to
Zach LaVine. He's already won multiple dunk contests. Maybe another.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's the Beast, guarded by LaVine. The 3 from Tatum. The shot, no good. The Kings trail by 11. Pass to Sabonis. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Boston's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. The Beast can't hit. The Kings shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. LaVine against Tatum. There's Sabonis, and the Beast pulls it down. Boston leading by 11. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against New Orleans lit up the floor. He scored 33 points, and so much of that damage he does is from long range. Found a way to impact the game in a number of ways. A terrific all-around effort. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
11 feet away. Shot clock at 6. And Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Highland passes to Sabonis. Sacramento moving it around. To the inside. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. Sabonis has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Getting good position as always. Sabonis going to town. Love his footwork in there.
And now the first timeout call here for Boston. And Richard, you look back. Zach LaVine has been one of those microwave-type players. He can get hot in a blink of an eye.
Zach LaVine is one of those players that when he catches fire, there is nothing you can do about it. He can score from deep, multiple level score. When he gets going, ooh, it could be a problem.
Passes it to the Beast. Trying to get something going. Highland with the rebound.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Over Holiday, they get it back. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Here's the Beast. He's defended by Highland. The Beast passes the ball to the wing on the left. To the left wing. Here's the Beast. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep
So it's Wendell Carter making highlights, guys, for
score. The Celtics 42. The Kings 46.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Derek White displaying his skills today.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
On the court for Sacramento, the post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Levine is out there with Carter, and it's Ellis at the small forward position. Kings leading now by 4. On the wing, Levine jacks up a 3. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got 6 assists now in the game.
And Levine takes a lot of threes for this very reason. Such an effective shooter.
Inside. Pritchard passes to Porzingis, and the shot is good. And that's now 7 points for Porzingis.
Man, and you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Carter kicks to Ellis. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Brown, and the layup is good. Brown's got 6.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Carter looking around.
Boston foul.
For Sacramento, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Bones Highland is checked in for Zach LaVine. Celtics trail by 7. Pass to Porzingis. Down low. Here's the beast. Count it. 9 points in the game so far.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
The pass to Highland. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Highland. Here in the late stages of March, the range for teams in the power rankings has really solidified. You look at Sacramento. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, for Boston, they've accomplished much of what they set out to do. Looking strong, they are right in the thick of it in terms of the championship.
The Beast passes to Porzingis. Off target from outside.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Carter with the bounce pass. And Sabonis the bucket on the assist by Carter.
Their execution after halftime has been excellent, making their first 4.
Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum finds a way.
Rushing off the contact look. The dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
Kings leading now by 5. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes to come off the clock.
Boston foul.
Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
3rd personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Shots.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics.
And you watch Jason Tatum year to year. He is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said they can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. The Celtics working the ball around now. Pass to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the Beast. He's defended by Highland. Shots good by the Beast.
And what a find by Brown, demonstrating a willingness to create for teammates.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Ellis surveying the D. Passes it to Highland. Carter outside. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
The assist.
Carter's got 4 points this quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And some changes here for the Celtics. Wembanyama. Changes here for the Celtics. Porzingis is checked in for Wembanyama. And it's the Beast in for Jaylen Brown. And the Kings also making a change. Levine's checked in for Valanciunas. Tatum down low. Guarded by Levine. Nice shot by Porzingis. And that's now 9 points for Porzingis.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target. This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Boston on top.
68.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Pritchard. The post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. And it's the Beast. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. The Kings trailing. To the middle. And then Carter with the jam.
Really good to see Carter Jr. find his rhythm. I love when he's aggressive offensively.
Pritchard passes to the Beast. Shot clock at 5. A 15-footer. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
And then Carter with the dunk.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Levine for 3. Rebound, Boston. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Hart the pass to the Beast. And he uses the glass on the lane. The Beast's got the game tied up here for Boston.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Pass to Tatum. Here's the Beast. Out to the wing. Outside Tatum. A 3-pointer off the mark. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Here's Levine. And that one, good. And now a 4-point Sacramento lead.
Boston. We see this time and time again from Levine. He has the ability to put the offense on his shoulder.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Make some noise, fans.
Brown is checked in for Josh Hart.
Jaylen Brown.
For Boston, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Brown outside. You can't get that one. Murray with the defensive effort. Kings leading now by 4. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Hey, RJ, what about Keegan Murray? He made the immediate impact in the NBA as a rookie, setting a record for three-point shots made, and he has continued to build on it.
A bit of a surprise as the 4th overall pick in the 2020 draft. Murray was the right fit. Big part of Sacramento ending that 17-year playoff drought.
Now the pass to Pritchard. Just 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Fires away from way outside. The Beast can't hit.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Carter, the pass to Murray. Kick out to Levine. No good from outside. Celtics trail by 6. Pass to the Beast. Now here's Brown. Tatum on the wing. Inside. Here's the Beast. And finished off by Brown.
There you go, JB. I love his confidence. One of his strongest traits.
Kings leading now by 4. Now here is Carter. Outside Levine. Lets it go from the wing. Again the miss by the Kings. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Here's the Beast, defended by Carter. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Sacramento making a switch here. Ellis is checked in.
In for the Kings, Ellis.
Sacramento's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. To the paint. And Levine throws it down.
Well, Levine is fired up tonight and having no trouble finding points for his squad.
There's Brown with the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
The emergence of Brown as a #1 scoring option has been so much fun to watch. He has earned a lot of trust from his coaching staff.
Porzingis with the steal. To the inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And it's now only a 1-point Sacramento lead.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Timeout called by the Kings. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Zach LaVine.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in with what the Kings head coach said to his team. Now, he wants his team to mix it up offensively. He said, we've been settling for too many threes. Don't be afraid to attack the rim. Challenge the defense. Let's see some variety out there. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. To the wing right side. The Beast passes the ball. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Every team in this league wants a Jaylen Brown, a tremendous two-way wing, and boy, Brown can put up giant offensive numbers.
Both shots good from the stripe.
In a tight game, he is exactly who he wanted at the line.
Stolen away. Inside. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession.
Oh, I see. Picking the worst time to lose control. This is why patience is the key in big moments, people.
The Kings leading. Now Levine. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game to take the lead. And that one's clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Sabonis.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both down.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Another steal.
And that steal could not have been more important, guys. They had to make a play right then, right there. In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
This is how you completely steal the momentum. It's clear who is in control of the game right now.
Pass to Brown. Outside Tatum. Right wing. Here's the beast, defended by Carter. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it. Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
The one thing he and his coach have in common, they'll both have nightmares about this quarter.
Second personal foul.
Gets the first. That makes it a 7-point lead.
What strikes me about Jason Tatum is really his versatility. He's got any move for any situation that you throw at him. His moves have moves. His counters have counters. That is a man that can finish plays or make them.
Third personal foul.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Shooting for Sacramento.
And he is unable to get the second one.
And Levine's combination of athleticism and shooting makes him dangerous. A multifaceted player with a strong work ethic.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're up by 5. There's 21 seconds left in the game. And some changes here for the Celtics. Zinkas is checked in for Wembanyama. Tatum comes in for Williams. And it's Pritchard in for Pittman. So they foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
At the line,
and he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're trailing by 7. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Once again for Celtics Entertainment.
19 seconds left in the fourth. And it's Laravia missing. Here's the beast, defended by Carter. Here's the beast from deep three-point land. Off the mark. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll do it, folks. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. See you later.